So my start was on the land. And so I spent the first 5 years of my life on the land. And my dad taught my sister and I trapping and hunting and preparation of foods and medicines and everything else like that. And then they moved us to the city where I attended school. Now I've come full circle back to that. And I work now with Athabasca University, and I've been there for the past couple of decades. And so part of my work there is Indigenous education and Indigenous knowledge and how to incorporate that into a Western institution. And I have been fortunate along the way to learn from the late Linda Bull, the late Harold Cardinal, Tracy Lindbergh from the U of Vic, and Maria Campbell, who is my elder right now. And so when I hear you talking today about what is needed in education, I'm on the right track with my teachings. That I have that, I won't say it's a barrier, but I work in a virtual world. And so part of that virtual world is urbanization of Indigenous people, because some of our youth don't get to go out on the land, and some people don't know their ceremonies. And so part of my work is to try to find a way in which to make that happen. And so when I hear talk of language coming back into education, that we have developed our courses so that they're from Indigenous people and that they're being taught by Indigenous people, and that our students are being, their experiences are reflected within our courses. So I can honestly say that we're on a good path. And I take into account the late Harold Cardinal sitting me down in a meeting room and asking me, I was fighting a good fight, but I was losing the battle. But he said to me, you need to build your own. And I keep that with me, and I keep that in my head, that I need to build my own. And that's what I'm doing, that we need to build our own institutions. We need to build our own curriculum. We need to make sure that language, culture, protocols are all embedded within our materials, because we are the first peoples of this land. First languages were Indigenous languages, and that needs to be out there. And that we had our own governance structures and we have our own laws, and that needs to be reflected in the learning materials. And that should be something that every person living on this land knows about. So I will leave it at that, and I will hand it back to Simon.